It all began with a dream of sinking deep into the endless ocean. The deeper I went, the more the world above disappeared, until, suddenly, the shadows revealed ancient stone pillars. I realized I wasn't just diving. I was entering a lost civilization, a city forgotten by time, hidden beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered. As I swam closer, I could see the streets of the city, lined with statues frozen in time. Every corner held secrets, hieroglyphs telling stories of an ancient civilization. I felt a mix of awe and wonder, as if stepping into another world. Then, in the distance, a colossal palace emerged from the sands, glowing faintly. It was alive with secrets, yet silent. A city frozen beneath the waves for centuries. As I approached the palace gates, intricate carvings of sea creatures and ancient kings came to life under the glowing light. The deeper I went, the more I felt the city's history whispering through the currents. Every corner revealed treasures, ornate chests, golden relics, and ancient scrolls. I could sense the life that once thrived here, now only memories suspended in time. It was both eerie and beautiful, a kingdom lost beneath the waves, waiting for a witness. I swam past towering statues of ancient rulers, their expressions frozen in eternal majesty. Their hands reached toward the surface, as if yearning to tell their story. I passed massive arches, gateways that once welcomed citizens into grand halls. Every step revealed wonders, mosaics depicting ancient legends, frozen in the deep. The city's silence spoke volumes, telling tales of life long forgotten. In the heart of the city, I found a grand amphitheater, carved from coral and stone. Rows of statues lined the aisles, frozen in eternal applause. Every detail told a story of festivals, gatherings, and underwater rituals. I could almost hear the echoes of laughter and music from centuries ago. It was as if the city itself was waiting for someone to remember its glory. As I explored further, I discovered a sunken library, its shelves filled with ancient scrolls and tomes, the knowledge of a lost civilization preserved beneath the waves. Each artifact seemed alive, whispering stories of an age long forgotten. I felt a connection to the people who once walked these streets, who once built this city. It was a dream of discovery, but also a reminder of the fragility of time. In the distance, a giant clockwork mechanism rested, half buried in sand, its purpose forgotten. It reminded me that even the greatest creations can be lost beneath time and tide. I swam through archways that led to grand halls. Their ceilings collapsed, yet still majestic. The floors were mosaics, telling stories of kings, warriors, and mythical creatures. Every step felt like stepping through time, discovering wonders forgotten by the world above. Then I noticed a glowing orb hovering above the palace floor, pulsating with mysterious energy. It seemed alive, as if holding the memories of the entire city within it. I reached out, feeling a connection beyond space and time. In that moment, the city came alive in my mind, revealing its secrets, its glory, and its fall. It was a dream of wonder, discovery, and the timeless beauty of a world beneath the waves. I hovered above a sunken plaza, where statues of legendary heroes stood frozen in time. The streets between them were lined with mosaics, depicting great battles and celebrations. I noticed a giant fountain at the plaza's center, its waters frozen mid-splash. It was a place of forgotten celebrations, frozen memories waiting to be discovered. I felt as though the city was alive, holding its stories beneath the silent waves. I swam into a grand palace, its walls adorned with murals, telling tales of kings and gods. The throne room was massive, with sunken chandeliers and columns stretching into darkness. I noticed an ornate mosaic on the floor, depicting a great festival of the sea. Every hall and corridor whispered stories of joy, triumph, and loss. I floated above the palace gardens, now overgrown with glowing coral and seaweed. Schools of fish darted through arches, weaving between ruins like living threads. Every corner revealed treasures, forgotten yet preserved by the sea. I felt as though the city itself was alive, breathing beneath the waves. It was a dream of discovery, awe, and the timeless beauty hidden beneath the sea. And as I woke, the memory of this ancient city stayed with me, a story waiting to be shared. I lingered above the ruins, mesmerized by the delicate balance of decay and beauty. Every shadow hinted at a story, every light a memory preserved. I swam through corridors lined with pillars, each telling tales of grandeur and mystery. I glimpsed the faces of those who once lived here, frozen in stone and memory. As I ascended toward the surface, the city faded, but its story remained etched in my mind. I hovered near the palace gates, marveling at the intricate carvings and glowing inscriptions. Tiny fish darted through the openings, adding life to the silent city. I glimpsed a sunken amphitheater, its rows of seats worn but still majestic. I floated above the library, imagining the stories once held within its walls. As I reached the open sea, the ancient city faded from view, leaving only wonder behind. I paused above a grand fountain, its water frozen like crystal in the soft light. Schools of luminous fish weaved through its arches, painting streaks of color in the dim light. I explored a marketplace, frozen in time, with stalls of ancient wares and glowing artifacts. Tiny sea creatures moved among the relics, adding life to the silent streets. I found a sunken temple, its statues standing tall, untouched by time. I swam through its halls, feeling the stories of generations etched into stone. In the central chamber, a glowing crystal pulsed with ancient energy. It seemed alive, as if holding the memory of the entire city. I reached out, feeling a connection beyond space and time. In that moment, I understood the timeless magic of this forgotten civilization. As I floated higher, the city stretched beneath me, a mosaic of light and shadow. The towers and domes shimmered with the stories of those who had lived here. I drifted past an amphitheater, imagining the voices that once echoed here. Glowing mosaics on the streets hinted at celebrations long forgotten. And as I looked back, I realized this civilization was alive in memory, a treasure beneath the waves. I began my ascent toward the surface, carrying the memory of every glowing street and majestic palace. The shimmering lights of the city seemed to follow me, guiding my way back. As I broke the surface, sunlight bathed me, and the city remained etched in my mind. A dream of discovery, adventure, and the timeless magic hidden beneath the sea, waiting for your imagination to bring it to life.